Hello again from the forge. So I'll stick in a picture of the knife that I finished up from the last video. And today, like always, I'm running out of time to do anything, but I want to make a little knife for myself. I want something simple. I don't even think I'm going to put handles on it. I want something that'll be really low profile, sit on my belt nice and tight. Something small. Something I can have on my belt when I'm out on the boat and, not even think about it being there. So, let's build a fire and see what we come up with. All right, I've got a little piece of 3/16 by 3/4 high carbon steel. I think it's 1084. And that's what we're going to use today. All right, I'm going to start out here like always by drawing down the tip. I want kind of a long taper on this. I want the blade to be straight. Well, pretty well straight anyway. So we're going to forge out a long taper, make sure our thickness stays the same. And I'm going to tell you right now, I mess up on the camera working a little bit. So right now I'm going to offset between the handle and for the handle to blade transition. I want the blade to actually be maybe a little longer than the handle. Now normally that messes up the aesthetics of a knife, but because it's mine, it doesn't have to look pretty. I want plenty of blade and a short handle, so I'll have a good deal of cutting power in a small package. And of course I had too much steel, so we're gonna have to nip a little bit off. And right here's where here's about the place where I mess up. I forgot to move my camera back. Now I think you can all see what's going on, but you're gonna have to watch the right side of the screen. So now I'm offsetting down on the back of the blade, on what would be the very hilt of the blade. And you can see I'm knocking out that little tang back there. I want to be able to attach a lanyard to this knife. And since I think I may not put handles on it, I'm just going to forge in a little lanyard loop. You can see how that's working. And that'll be just fine. And since it is such a simple knife, but I want the blade straight, I've got to knock a little backwards curve into the blade. And then we'll draw out the bevels. And the blade will straighten back up as the bevels are drawn out. And you can see as I work it how that backwards curve is coming out. We're getting a nice sweep on what'll be the edge. When you compress the steel between the edge steel between the anvil and the hammer, it causes it to spread, and that pushes backward into the spine, making it curve back on itself. Actually, that's looking pretty good. Spine's still kind of thick, but I'm liking that. Yeah, that'll do it. We'll get it cleaned up and see what it looks like. Well, if you're still here, thanks for watching. Be sure and hit that like button. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. Here's the blade. Just dressed it up a little bit. It's ready to go in the forge to be hardened. Now I won't bother polishing this blade out. It's brought up to 100 grit now, or 120 grit now, and that's good enough. It's going to go through the fire, get heat treated. I'll put an edge on it. The spine is nice and thick. It's got a pretty severe taper here, and that's fine because I wanted a tool, not something that looks pretty. I'm not going to be slicing tomatoes with it. It's just in case I have to cut a rope or an anchor line or a line going to the net or something like that. Anyway, thanks for watching. God bless you and have a great day.